everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Welcome along. Let's give it a little minute and just see. Chloe's first in today. Hi, Chloe. How are you? Okay, here we go. Just going to try and pin this comment if I can. There we go. Lovely. So we know what's going on today. How is everyone? Hope you're all well. I don't know if some of you saw. Check this out. I've got my own mug with my big old face on, which my mum sent me hilariously. Well, she didn't put a name on it, so I thought I'd become famous and sort of got a lovely admirer somewhere out there, which clearly is not the case. But anyway, so I'm drinking out of my own head today. So weird. How is everybody doing? I hope you're all well. Lee, if you want a brew, you're going to have to come and collect it. I didn't get any of your roast the other day, so you don't get any of my brews. Sorry. But you do get to see me drink out of my own face, so that's a good thing. Wonderful. Right, I hope you're all well today. A bit chillier out there today. I've got my fabulous neighbour Jason's decided that it's his job to redo my front garden, so he's busy digging away just outside the window. So if you hear any sort of gardening noises, then it's him sorting out the shrubberies. Now today we're going to talk a little bit about the BBC, and we're going to have my fabulous friend Elizabeth Rizzini, who is a weather girl on the BBC. She's actually going to come and have a little chat with us and tell us all about it. But I thought I'd start out with telling you a little bit about the BBC. Which is, I'm sure those of you who aren't in the UK know a bit about BBC, the British Broadcasting Company, or I used to listen to a fabulous podcast with two great comedians who used to call it the Big British Castle. So Elizabeth's here, fantastic. So I'm going to get her involved straight away because she's already here. So let's find her. Here we go. And she should be, hopefully, out the front of the centre. Hello, Liz. How are you?
Hello. Hi. Good. I'm just walking outside. I'm going to pick you up on something.
Go on then.
You said company, and it's corporation.
Corporation. I'm going mad.
There's a big difference.
I'm going completely mad. Big corporation or big British. No.
Yeah. We're not a private company. We are owned by the public.
So you are in front of BBC Broadcasting.
I am. This
right now.
I'm going to keep walking forward, and you'll see behind me. There we go.
There we go.
See the letters there?
Yep.
BBC, and I'm going to take a side step because we've got our lovely science correspondent David Chickman just there. Hi.
Hello.
David Chickman off the telly. There he is.
Hello, David Chickman off the telly. Hello.
And the cameraman. So we are. Here we go. So this is New Broadcasting House just behind me, and I'm going to do a little swivel here, and you can see where the One Show studio is.
One Show, oh yeah.
Just there, where they do the One Show every day at 7:00.
Yep.
And I'm going to turn around very slowly without making you all dizzy, because we're all great at filming here, obviously. This is All Souls Church.
Yes.
Just there, and this is the top of Regent Street. And New Broadcasting House was built to kind of complement Old Broadcasting House, which I'll take you to come and see now. So I'm just walking across the piazza. Normally this is all open to the public, actually, and you can come and take a look.
And there's lots of lovely kind of art on the floor, isn't there, as well?
You've got some things on the floor.
Yeah, there's like sort of names of cities and things like that, isn't there? Oh, have we lost her?
I'm losing my internet here, so I might have to. I'll try and get a shot of Old Broadcasting House in a minute. But we've got lots of names of places here. So, for example, I'm standing on Addis Ababa at the moment, which is Ethiopia, isn't it? Here's Mogadishu. Yes, it is. If I do another step on this square, Khartoum, Sudan, isn't it? Aberfan, which is next to. Basically, it's all names of places. Sometimes where something really horrible has happened, where the BBC has had a presence. So, Nagorno-Karabakh, I've got Pyongyang. There's also that place in the Arches as well, which isn't really a place.
Ambridge, is it that one?
What?
Is it Ambridge? Is that the one?
Yes, that's the one. Ambridge is here somewhere. am I losing the signal, or
No,
can I
you're
show
okay.
you Old Broadcasting House?
You did briefly, but I think you're okay now.
Okay, well, Old Broadcasting House is basically this one, and it's beautiful. It's
Lovely building.
I can't really show you I'll try. It's a lovely Art Deco building, and it's built. It's mainly radio that's there, actually. So it was kind of. You'll know the dates better than I will, Alex, but I think it's built sort of in the 20s, but I'm not sure.
So for those of you who watch the BBC in London and the South East, you might know Elizabeth from doing the weather. So that's her role. She does the local weather, and also on the radio as well, don't you?
Yes, I was doing 5 Live this morning, actually.
Nice and early.
Yeah, very early. This is Old Broadcasting House. Sorry, not a very good shot. And this is Prospero and Ariel. And you probably know that they're Shakespeare characters from The Tempest, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I'm not sure why they chose those two, actually. You probably know, Alex.
My colleague and yours, Simon Whitehouse, has just chipped in with 1932 for that.
There we go.
There you go.
There we are.
Correct, not a fact. So the BBC was formed in 1920, and when reporting's been going on since then, it was shipping forecast back. But you now do the non-shipping forecast. So how? Because I've known
We do the shipping forecast.
Oh, you do as well? Ah, I didn't know that.
Yes, we do it on Radio 4 in the morning.
And
because of all this coronavirus rubbish, then well, it's not rubbish, obviously, it's very bad, but they've changed the time of the shipping forecast, and I think that might be one of the first times that it's actually happened.
Interesting, gosh.
So,
and so I remember we used to work together many years ago, and when we worked together, I remember you applying to be to present the weather, and it was really tricky to get into. And so, what did you have to do for training, and what made you want to get into it?
Oh, well, I've always really enjoyed doing weather, looking at the weather, and I'm very interested in weather events. I remember the big non-hurricane that we had. That's one of my very first memories, actually. All the trees dropping down in my road. So it's something that I've always been very interested in, and really, it's a bit of a dream. So I did a master's degree. I joined the Met Office, and I did a lot of stuff to do with climate science, which is quite different then to how it is now. And then I tried for many years actually to get in here, and we were originally at Television Centre, which is in West London. It's not here.
Yeah.
It's much more central. And then in 2012 we all moved in the weather operation here. I actually work for BBC London doing the weather.
Yeah.
But I work out of the weather centre generally, and I do some national stuff, some other regional stuff. This is quite a new addition. I wanted to show you this, Alex. This is sorry, it's my colleague
Simon Whitehouse.
This is Simon Whitehouse. This is George Orwell. There.
Oh, wow.
It's a little statue of George Orwell. It's quite a recent one, and it says over there, I don't know if you can see badly. Okay, there's a little bit of writing on the wall. As you can see, we're all great filming here. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear.
Ah.
Dwell on that one. Yes.
That's perfect.
Yes.
For what you do as well for your role, there's so much more that goes into weather reporting than just standing in front of the screen and reporting and clouds and stuff, isn't there? You actually you interpret the weather reports yourself, don't you?
Yes. So I start very early in the morning, and I usually do the breakfast shifts, the regional breakfast shifts. Like I said, I was doing 5 Live this morning, and so I get here very early. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and which is pretty interesting. It's always dark at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I get in and I do. I have to do my hair and my makeup and get all of that done, of course, and then we have a conference with the forecasters, So we decide which weather model we're going to use, and there are lots of different weather models that we could use. So somebody somewhere, I don't know if you can see my T-shirt. Can you see my T-shirt there?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah, it's a weather symbol.
Being on brand.
And so we decide which weather model we're using, what the forecast is, because there are quite a lot of us, and we all have to be singing the same tune, really. The graphics have to show what we're talking about. So then we don't have to, we have to build the show, as it were, but we don't have to make the graphics every time.
Right.
We have to organise it, and then I'm in the studio at 5:30. I pre-record all of my breakfast bulletins, and I work with Carol Kirkwood as well. You might have heard of her. You wouldn't have heard of me, but you probably heard of Carol. So our Carol does the national breakfast ones. I do the regionals, and then I have 3 hours of radio. About 3 times a year, I lose my voice as well. And it's a real challenge, just talking for 3 hours, because all the radio stations phone in, and I connect to them, and then give them all a forecast. Then we change place. I give another forecast. We keep going like that. At the moment, I'm here. There are very few of us in the building at the moment. It's only the really, really essential people that are here, and I'm here to do the late shift, so to do the programme, which is the 6:30 programme, and then the 10:30 news. I can see
Up this morning early as well, weren't you? For 5.
Oh yeah, but that's that's. Who chooses what towns and place names are in the map? We do. Well, there's very little time, to be honest. So it tends to be. It depends how much time we've got to fiddle with everything, and also with these new graphics that we're using, then it depends what fits in and what we can use, whether it overlaps the temperatures or not. It's a very mundane reason.
Tetris style thing of getting everything in the...
Temperatures are usually set, so we can change the town names, the place names, and it's all done within like a 1 kilometre forecast, basically, and then we can get the temperatures, we can get the weather for each town. So your app on your phone, the BBC Weather app, is basically what we're showing.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a little clip of you doing it. Can I show it? Are you happy for me to show it?
Yeah, of course.
Right, I'm going to see if this works. It might work, who knows? We'll find out. This is not a current one, this is from last year.
No, but I've got that dress in today, which is a bit weird.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to see that on the TV later. And what I love about it is you have a presenting voice as well.
I do, yes.
You do.
My posh voice.
That's Liz. And you'll be on BBC London tonight, will you?
Yeah, I'll be on at 6:30. I'll be on at 10 to 7, and then later at 10:30, I think. But at the moment, the times are changing for everything because of the...
Of course, yeah. One of the things that we were chatting about the other day is that you and I, for the last couple of years, I'm really lucky in that I work at Wimbledon during the most of the year doing tours there, and so I get to go for a day in the summer. And you always broadcast from Wimbledon, so we always meet up for a day, don't we? Well, when I'm there, we meet up for an hour. And it's one of your favourite things of the year, isn't it?
Oh, I love it so much. So I'm one of the lucky ones, basically. One of only 2 or 3 weather people that get to go down there, and it's my favourite 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah,
it really is. I look forward to it. I book all the time off that I can. But babysitters, I've got 2 kids. It's the highlight of my year, and I know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow, and I'm sad about it.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it will just make it even more glorious next year, won't it, Alex?
It will, and we'll meet up again and have a drink.
I've got my strawberry socks on as well, in honour. I'm just falling over. Yeah, I love Wimbledon.
Yeah, and so what's it kind of like to work at the BBC? It's such a huge institution, a big name, and people, all over the world know the BBC. Like, do you feel quite sort of honoured to work there, quite lucky?
Yes. Yeah, no, definitely. It's a great place to work for. I really believe in what we do. We get a lot of stick from left, right, and centre, but we're you know, people say we're not impartial, but honestly, this building is full of lots of people who really care about impartiality and really care about their job and their integrity and their broadcasting, and it's...
Oh, I think we've lost her.
Sometimes we just fall over ourselves trying to get it right. And then there's, if you've ever seen the series W1A, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
W1A, it's a BBC series.
Yeah.
It's quite like that really here. Yes. We even
love
have
that.
rooms
I love that.
named after people. So there's a
Really?
Mary Berry room,
That's my favourite.
Giordano room.
That is amazing.
Wise room, EastEnders room. There's a Queen Vic upstairs as well.
It's really.
Yeah.
What, a Queen Vic or an actual pub that's called the Queen Vic?
No, it's just an area that's called the Queen Vic.
Fantastic.
And then the other one, the Royston Vasey. Do you remember that?
Daisy.
That's what
Yeah.
that's for all the weirdos. Yeah.
Oh, that's. And there is
I'm
anything.
really proud to work for the BBC. It's
That's so
an amazing place to work.
And is there anything that's ever happened to you on air that you've just that has been a real kind of surprise, or you've something's happened that's really, you know, hilarious, or that kind of you've saved at the last minute?
Oh God, all the time. Perhaps not so much as to some of my colleagues, but I've once gone on air with my tights, with my skirt tucked into my tights. Luckily, it's black, so I didn't get any. I don't think anyone noticed, but it's probably on YouTube somewhere. And there was, and actually at Wimbledon last year, I think it was last year, somebody decided to throw their Pims at me while I was rehearsing.
No.
And then I had to get security.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's probably the worst thing. That wasn't very nice, really.
So even weather presenters get hecklers, huh?
Get a heckler. Oh yeah, that's right. What have I ever done to you?
And can you give us a little sort of exclusive insight into what the weather's going to be like in the next couple of days before?
Yes, I can. Well, it's a bit of a messy week, I'll be honest with you. And today it's quite cloudy, but there's been some sunshine. The winds are a lot lighter. It's northerly winds, but we've got this very sort of high area of high pressure, if you see what I mean, out in the Atlantic. That moves its way southwards, and so the wind direction is going to change. It will eventually become a little bit more westerly, so it'll feel a bit milder, I think, as we head through the week. It's mostly dry, and actually we're headed for quite a warm weekend, so we might get 16, 17 degrees. Not that you can go out, so don't enjoy it too much.
Yeah, true. Well, there you go. That's an exclusive weather report from our roving correspondent, Elizabeth Rizzini. Liz, thank you so much for coming on.
Stacey, people that I know, and
thank you for going in and bringing us the weather and doing all that when you probably just want to be at home and staying with your lovely little kiddies. But thank you so much, and we'll be looking out for you tonight. And I do actually often in the mornings, don't I? When I see you in the morning, I'll text and I go, "Oh, I like your dress today, Liz," which is always fun. I quite like seeing you on my TV in the morning. It's really, really nice. So thank you so much. And stay safe, and we'll see you soon, hopefully.
Yeah, you too. Take care. Bye. Thank you for listening.
Bye. Okay, so that's the end of our little bit with Liz. Yeah, she's fantastic, isn't she? She's so great, and I've known her for probably about 15 years now, so it's always nice to see her at Wimbledon. That is it really for today. Oh, actually, I was going to show you, because I was talking a little bit about the BBC at the start, when it formed in 1922, and it was radio. So, as you can, if you're good at maths, you'll figure out in 2 years there's the centenary. But this is how it kind of started out, with the listening in on the wireless radio and all that kind of thing. And that's where it started, with weather reports and all of everything else as well that was going on. So music and drama and all that kind of thing. So it's gone completely very, very different now, with all the different channels. But I just think it's a rather lovely picture that I came across when I was having a little look. But we're going to end it there for today. Thank you all for coming. I do have to say thank you to my lovely Canadian friends, because I have another mug. I'm getting all the mugs. So this is from Danny, Dominic and Nash, and they're doing their Canadian Global Tea Break. They watch me every morning over breakfast, which I think is adorable. So hi, guys. Thank you very much indeed. I don't think I've got anything for you today, really. I've updated the links as well, so there's loads of links on there. There's some great, really kid-friendly links for the Battle of Hastings as well, which I've updated, so you can go and have a little look at that. But that's really it. I'm going to be back tomorrow with Women's Wednesdays, where we're going to be talking about somebody rather interesting for our second Women's Wednesday. So I will see you all tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Thanks for joining. See you then. Bye.